Can't hire Bruno voice though. Like yours not working, I don't think.
No, I got it working.
All
so
right,
it's
nice.
working. This is episode. I've lost track of the count of episodes for the Hear No Evil podcast.
Hopefully the last.
Hopefully, she listens to any of them.
Oh, it's already
No.
gone. Bits and pieces, pretty unbearable.
It's
I
just,
actually did. I listened to the first one or two, and like some of the fucking boom sounds and all those are funny.
Guess it's
The
going
boom
how
sounds.
much
Like the
did it
fucking-
cost to fix my hair?
Becca, you're not plugged into any of the microphones.
care,
No one can
I'm
even
just
hear what you're
telling
saying.
you.
How much?
Yeah, fuck you.
1,200
Then
euro.
Fix your car.
Once you fucking write it
You
off.
asked me.
What you do?
Christ.
No,
The
I
timing belt's
didn't.
not
Over the past 2 weeks, I've become a car expert.
What's wrong with it?
I
Earbuds
knew there's a
fell
clicking
out.
noise coming from when I put my foot off. When I take my foot off the clutch.
And what's wrong with it?
Oh
Did
shit!
the clutch broken or the fucking...
I just got a new clutch.
Oh, that means you're fucking.
The timing belt.
Yeah, you're talking about your crankshaft just fucking snapped. Oh my god!
The goddamn Rune 2 crankshaft, dog!
I'll
And
Now
you
you're getting no
I'll just
torque in your
introduce
wheels.
everyone real quick. We got Sean Ruby. Jonathan. What's your
Hello.
second name again, Jonathan?
Leonard.
It
Leonard.
is, yeah. And McDaniel. Colin McDaniel back in.
McDaniel's
Not Daniels.
Daniels.
Not McDaniels. John Leonard.
Leonard, Leonard.
Daddy fail him.
Joseph.
It's a
Leonard.
unique one.
Do you know what the spelling of that is? So
like it.
close to another word. See you later, Becca.
Leonard.
Enjoy the.
Maybe I'll be
Goodbye.
stupid. But
See you later, Becca.
Goodbye, Becca.
That's getting cut. That's probably getting. Oh my god. the best. Oh no! See, the best part about that is no one will understand the context. so it'll be like they won't know what the word is.
What were we actually going to say it sounds like, though?
What?
What were you going to say
I'm
it
just gonna
sounds
put
like?
a beep. I'm gonna put a nice big long beep there.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll throw them off with like a photo of something.
yeah, maybe,
Like,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, so
You're
you
better
could
off.
just be like sounds like, and then just put in like a.
Why are you
zebra or
wearing the
something.
headphones?
Because
Feels cool.
Okay, fine. I'll take them
I'll
off.
take them on.
I'm sorry. You could leave them on. if
Fix
you
the fucking headphones.
It makes me feel like I'm in like the podcast zone.
like. The podcast zone.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gaming right now.
So
smell like
this
you
is
gave
long
it all.
overdue. You were meant to come on
Yeah.
a long time ago. Last time we recorded an episode
6
was
months ago.
Christmas. It actually was. That's not even an exaggerate. It was.
We
6 months
wanted to always wanted to come on.
But just Simon never gave us the opportunity to come on here.
Yeah, Simon never asked.
Darcy's been on a few now at this
Yeah,
stage.
he's been on a couple. The Christmas one I listened to, what was it, only 10 minutes long?
Yeah.
I listened to that one. That one.
Darcy was getting paid for them.
Darcy, a lot of people have said that that's the best one, probably because it's so short.
Yeah,
You can
bro.
watch it when you're eating your breakfast, but Darcy won't watch it. He refuses to watch it.
Did he say something?
I gave it a good
No, because
listen.
they had been playing fucking Connect 4 on it.
Yeah, we were playing Connect 4 and we just keep stacking them, and obviously I win because we just like he'd stack one, I'd stack one, and he slaps it off camera. But he won't watch it. Won't watch it. It's a good episode.
No.
I couldn't watch it.
But I don't know. It's kind of like fuck these podcasts.
No, whenever I
Yeah,
hear
fuck
the
these
sound.
podcasts.
Podcast clips. You ever watch those?
Yeah.
I
like
have
Joe
seen
Rogan
them,
clips.
Yeah.
That's
Happy
that's
hour.
Oh,
what
I
the
love
hype.
Joe Rogan's, but when I hear the sound of my own voice, I just want to fucking get sick. Horrible.
I want to kill myself. That's gonna have
I
to
feel
be-
like I sound
have
like
to
such a
go.
pussy when I'm.
What?
Yeah.
When Simon Joe
When I hear
did
my
it.
own voice, I just feel like I sound like a little child.
You do.
Yeah, thank you.
Guess what we did in a biology lab?
Just there now.
Chopped chips.
We made.
Yeah, we made
Becca was
chips.
telling me this.
We
you
made
just
chips.
like
Made
cut
chips,
like
yeah.
We made McDonald's
50,
chips.
50 slices of potatoes or something.
Yeah.
Didn't even cook them.
Why?
Why not?
To
To test osmotic potential.
no water potential, mate.
Yeah.
Water.
It's osmotic
Same
pressure.
fucking thing.
Did it work?
It did
Yeah,
work.
it did.
It did work.
Yeah, somehow.
My potato shrunk, as per usual.
That fellow was unbearable again today.
Yeah.
Fucking big.
No,
Oh.
you know he was unbearable. Can I say names on this?
Oh my god!
Yes, I know.
This print machine does copy every single thing that was ever written on it.
Fuck.
Yeah, because this is some of the stuff we wrote. Yes, spoon. Oh my god!
What does it say?
Good thing it's I love Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Good thing I found this.
Yeah.
Wait,
pass it over.
what's Look at it. Good
Yeah,
thing there's no
I-
cameras on it.
I will look through it.
Because the start of it is like
I'm
once
gonna
we
have to have a
originally
look through
did.
that now.
Holy smokes! That would make sense. 'cause it's
Kirsten.
Oh no, that's not even the bad stuff.
Well, Kirsten's just printed off her name.
I love.
Say it.
Don't not say it. Do not
I
say
love
it.
a specific person who was very well known in the 1940s.
He was an artist.
He was an artist.
He had a funny mustache.
He had a nice moustache, yeah.
Nice moustache, Austrian.
And he's a nice way
In
treating-
fairness,
he had a
oh,
nice way
and
treating
He
his dogs.
he did help the population problem.
Yeah.
In fairness.
So he did that. Yeah.
Very yeah.
Turn to
And
see
anyway as well.
who?
As well. Free Palestine and all that.
Do you think there is any Jews in Ireland?
Yeah, you fucking.
Oh,
There's
I don't know.
loads. What the fuck?
Have you ever seen a Jewish person?
I've never.
I saw him in the airport.
I've never
Like
met.
a-
Maybe I'm just
like an
basing-
Amish
No,
man in
I've
the
never
airport.
actually
Maybe
met
I've been
a
like
person that when I
basing
met
it off
them-
stereotypes. I've never seen one of those Jewish people.
One of them.
One of those. With
What
people-
No, I've never
People
met.
that kill Palestinians.
I've never met a
Someone-
person. That
I
was.
someone did scam me
hell, this-
in out of money one time.
Oh,
We're Jewish.
Well, maybe he was Jewish.
Who's coming to money?
Supermax, Pat McDonough.
I'm actually so
He's the
happy now.
closest
He's
thing
not
to
Jewish.
man. He operates like one.
oh. Billy has a big
Something.
Oh,
X.
Oh.
That's getting cut.
that's.
It is now.
It's getting cut. Was it too big? He was hurt. He was hurt.
Oh, this is a good one. It's cut off, but
MILF, is it?
we have a MILF hunter.
Milf Hunter.
I think I typed that one.
Not a big. Don't understand the appeal.
Really?
Don't understand
Milfs?
the appeal. Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Well,
my.
because you fell out one.
Oh.
I was a very respectable gent that entire time
Sorry.
with that individual.
Wait,
Trying to.
you're on with her. That's what I was saying.
Oh, that's who
didn't
you
say
were-
very,
Oh
very
my
respectful.
God.
Oh, I thought you were talking about someone else.
No, you literally fell out of one.
You fell out.
Jesus, Simon,
Oh,
slow down.
Simon.
Fall out with a MILF?
That's who I thought you
so
were.
that-
That's
so
who I
people
thought you
know,
were
Simon
referring
poured
to.
a solid 200 milliliters of vodka. In his,
Simon
In
likes
his Red
older
Bull.
women. Confirmed.
I wanted to get a
And
bottle.
he's
I
now
wanted to get a bottle
drinking
of
a
Malibu.
can of Red Bull, half and half vodka. He's trying to keep a straight face.
and he is loving it, mate.
He may as well be Polish.
That is the worst thing I've ever drank in my entire life.
Give us a shot. Give us a shot right now.
You're still gonna drink it, mate. John took a sip.
See, I got all the stuff that was on the top.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that
That's-
bad. But like, you just got a shot
I
on the
got,
top
like,
and
the
then
shot on
just
the top.
fucking.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of like Red Bull drinks. You know, they're so expensive. In the Glen Royal, it was like a vodka Red Bull.
$8.50.
Oh, I don't know. It was like over 10. It was like
11.
12 or something. It was crazy. How much did they charge in spoons for a vodka
Why?
Red Bull?
Why did they type
We don't
it
have a Red Bull.
5 times?
We have
I
cans
love-
of Monster.
I'm after ruining this can
That
of Red Bull.
person.
You cans of Monster.
Yeah.
You do vodka Monster.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
That's kind of
It's
cool.
good. You can get
Vodka
Joe.
Monster,
You can get
yeah.
Joe.
You
Oh my
know,
god,
you
this
get-
is the origins of Turn On to See Boobs.
Oh, it's on that.
It's on this. This is where it all.
That's where I had that
Yep.
class idea. That's still funny every
and
time.
then people just start
Every time I
typing.
turn on the lights.
Turn it the
Every
lights
time.
here, baby.
Yeah, the vodka Monsters.
Vodka. It's a
Which is
wonder.
pretty cool,
It's a
man.
wonder other places don't do that.
Guess how much they are.
I don't even want to. I can imagine you'd have to cut your arm off and sell it
No.
and drink it with the other one. How much?
€4 and 15 cents.
That's not bad
For-
at
For a
all.
full can of Monster.
No, it's
It's with the
dash
glass.
Monster in it. Yeah.
Oh.
But do you think is it reasonable? Like, are we talking like
oh
enough
yeah,
Monster that it's
like enough Monster to kill a horse. Like.
Because a can of Monster in my
What
shit.
the fuck are you
I'm gonna have to
talking about?
hide this. I'm gonna have to burn this. I can keep this in my wallet.
Yeah. Good
But
idea.
there's a
I mean,
I was supposed
just
to go
for
to the fucking
context,
gym.
anyone
I
listening.
knew this would happen.
There we've a print machine in the
get
room,
food and go home or something.
and I just found the history tape of all the stuff that was ever printed off.
Hand it over.
This has been
Hand
disposed
it
of
over,
in a
Sean. Sean, give me it.
safe and environmentally friendly way. But like a can of
Where are Aiden's
Monster,
mates?
what?
Where are Aiden's mates?
Who's?
Aiden's
Mates.
mates,
It all tastes the
Aiden
fucking
has no
same.
mates.
Include most.
the vapes.
Yeah, it all tastes. It has, they all have a similar flavor.
Yeah, cancer.
If anything.
I saw a video of a girl like arguing with this guy, and she was like shaking, and he was like, "Why the fuck are you shaking?" It's like, oh, I have a nicotine addiction. I was like,
A what addiction? Say that again.
Slowly.
A nicotine addiction. But it was,
Said that funky the first
I think
time.
it's vile. They're so targeted towards kids. You should, like,
You sell them to underage children.
and
that's not getting cut, mate.
Hey man, he said he was 13. Like, he said he was 13. I didn't know he was 8. Oh, that's cool.
Yo, just got mounted
Do you
by a
have
mouthful of
in kindergarten-
vaporizer.
Hmm?
Do what?
In kindergarten, do you used to have like 12-year-olds that hang around the shops
Yeah.
trying to get a vape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 2 instances where some guy came in. One guy came in and he I was actually really insulted. He knows I like airsoft guns, so he's like, "Oh, Simon, I heard you like airsoft guns. I was thinking of buying one." He spent 20 minutes having a conversation with me about airsoft guns, right? Trying to sweeten me up, and then asked for a vape. And I was so hurt. It was such a personal attack from this young fella.
Yeah.
So then
It's very entrepreneurial by him.
Killed him.
Very entrepreneurial by him.
It's purely business.
Some of them are pretty like smart and how they
And
go
no,
about
you know
it.
what? You're actually more of a fool to believe that he gave a fuck.
Yeah, because it was weird because I know this guy comes in all the time and I was like, this is weird that wow, look at this, someone taking an interest in me, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Never happens.
No.
Does it?
My mum finds
I mean,
interesting, Simon.
Your mum?
Finds you interesting, yeah. Not in a good way.
On the good. Did
I wanna meet
Sean
you,
tell you
Sean.
about the gutter incident?
Oh, yeah,
was
did I ever tell you
cleaning-
about the gutter?
Yeah, this
What? No.
This is funny. We were all out like driving. We went to the lake.
Yeah.
And Sean's mum, you tell the story. It's your story.
Before I left, my mum was like, I'm getting that ladder from across the road and you're going to do the fucking back gutters. And I was like, yeah, right, whatever. I got back, she's like, you can do it tomorrow. I was like, no, I'm going to do it now. So I went over, got the ladder. And then everyone went out my back garden. I got up the ladder, very sketchy. Dermot held the ladder. And I just like fucked bombs off the roof of like this, like 3 feet of like fucking gutter shit, and it was just exploding on the floor. And it was the funniest noise you'd ever hear in your entire life. It was just like donk, I just splatter everywhere.
But it was funny because like there was like 4 of us. 4 of us just sat and watched you doing it.
Yeah.
That was funny. Destroyed my shoes.
Yeah.
Was it that bad?
For the dog shit.
My mic big vaping.
That's blowing smoke, man.
Imagine you just been blown out. Just a load of fucking fire.
So how's the guy that built the bomb? How's he doing?
Can't speak about that in public, man.
Sorry.
That's
we have
classified.
There was an
we have an
individual.
NDA.
There was an
That-
individual that may or may not live near us.
May or may not live like 3 doors up from me.
Stop giving specifics.
His
But
name is.
his house was raided because he was supposedly building a bomb. He got
Bill-
pepper sprayed,
Oh shit.
And I walked around with a cane and pretend he's blind, so he's going to sue the government.
and he was trying to pull like a. What's the name of your man that sent the bombs in the post?
Nazi?
No, not that
Oh,
guy.
the Unibomber.
Unibomber, yeah.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
trying to be like the Irish Unibomber. And his house got raided. He's out
Yeah.
though. I see him walking around.
Yeah. No
Really?
probable cause, yeah.
No
Apparently,
problem.
apparently 3 kilos of C4 is not enough to fucking...
Apparently not.
It's like me when the judge calls my my bomb an improvised explosive.
Yeah. When I use the
Super
highest
insulting.
quality materials and
They call it.
and spent 4,000 hours designing.
Did you see the guys printing guns in the 3D printers?
I have
Yeah.
seen that.
That's kind
You
of.
can download that,
That's
like, just
mad.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Print a
I saw
gun.
that on a club.
Print a gun, 3D print.
Yeah, I'm just about to download my
I saw that on
gun,
a
like-
Club Penguin server. A CP server. That's what I saw.
Oh.
Did you see there was a
What?
YouTube channel that was called like CP World.
Oh my fucking
And it was
God.
all Club
I've
Penguin
seen
content.
that.
And
I've
he
seen
had to
that.
get it changed
Yeah.
because it kept getting
CP
reported.
World.
Oh
I still
man.
didn't know what CP was. Look at that. That's a good thing. Though.
Yeah, look it up, man.
He's trying to play it off like he
Yeah,
doesn't
search up
know.
what CP is.
Yeah.
I can find it on the normal internet anyway.
How do you know?
How do you?
No, like if you could, that'd be like
Good.
No, not good, not good.
Efficient.
Concerning.
Save
Like,
like,
say,
save me
like-
like 3 hours of data mining.
Like if a 15-year-old is able to find it, like that's a bit sus.
Just checking
Well, I
the,
can say
just
there's some
checking the form.
15-year-olds out there that
Check the form.
Would you say you could find it on Reddit?
Say you what?
Find it on Reddit.
100%.
Really? Do you think Reddit?
Reddit's a fucking cesspit.
Oh yeah,
Serious?
That's a
yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad now.
It's
Reddit.
oh my
if
god.
you look something up and you just keep on looking,
You'll
you'll
find
find
it.
something.
There's this guy I watch on YouTube, Nexpo, and he does all like, it's kind of like spooky internet mysteries and stuff. And there was this like, they found this like assassination group, where like in the code of like a website that was selling like nothing. It was like selling insurance, but in the code there was people like messaging each other, changing the code to talk to each other.
Oh,
But
shit.
it came from this Reddit page called Jailbait, where it was like barely legal teens, but like obviously mixed into that because all of it's not verified. It was just what you can imagine. Reddit is horrible. Sure, did you ever see like there's like dead body Reddit servers where it's just like pictures of dead bodies? I saw there was this one because there was another video on this girl that went missing, and parts of her showed up around a university in America. It was either America or Japan. It was one of them anyway.
Yeah.
Parts of her kept turning up, like just chunks of meat would just turn up in bins and stuff. And they were able to. They actually pieced her back together. After weeks of finding her, they found enough that they pieced her back together for like. Would you even call it an autopsy? It was like put together a jigsaw puzzle. But they had the photo of your one's body like reassembled. And
That's mad. That's what shit makes you not like trust anyone. Like the people that are literally taking pictures, like coroners and all, are literally taking pictures of dead bodies and like send that around the place.
The people
Yeah,
that
that's
you think
fucked.
are doing that, you think they'd be like such like dangerous people and all, but like it could be
Just the fucking
like
coroner.
some just
a
like
doctor.
just some like normal looking
But
fella.
it
Like
most
those are the people
often is normal. Like if you look at Ted Bundy, Ted Bundy always scared me. Anybody that knew him, or there's another guy, not Dave
Stephen
Berkowitz.
Hawking.
There was this Stephen Hawkins. There was this guy, and he was a serial killer. He was friends with like all the police department.
Yeah.
And when he confessed himself to the crimes, they thought he was taking the piss.
Yeah, I saw that before.
But Ted Bundy, everyone that knew Ted Bundy was like, oh yeah, he was sound. He was sound.
Yeah.
So it would make you think like, should we trust sound people?
could be you.
I got something to tell y'all.
It's
Simon is a sex addict.
Is that written on the table?
Yeah, I know it's my face.
See, I can't even bleep out the word sex because if I bleep that out, people will put their own
Oh yeah, that
assumptions
makes
in.
sense.
Yeah.
Something
You could have just anything addict.
Addicted to non-large penises.
You seen the casting couch? Very own Radio Room
You put it into
casting
use,
couch.
didn't you? You put it into use, didn't you?
Put into use. I did an assignment on it earlier. If that's what
What kind of assignment?
Extra credit.
extracurricular.
I believe you, Simon. Put my Tommy gun down.
Oh man!
Yo, as soon as Sean hops on the podcast, he starts saying mad shit. Starts saying weird, strange stuff
As soon as he gets on the bag,
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, on the bag, yeah. That's what I said.
On the bag,
On the
yeah.
bag, yeah. He's on the bag right now. In fact. Yeah.
Look at his nose.
Good thing this is.
See, he's sweating so much because he's on the bag. That's exactly.
That's
why.
just my daily precipitation.
Bro,
It's
this
like, I'm,
fella
I'm like a tropical rainforest for a human.
I might change your name on
I like
Snap
that
to just
voice.
Precipitation Boy or something. I don't know.
Nah, salami hands is good.
Salami hands.
Who's
it's
salami?
perfect.
Is this a
Sean
person?
salami hands. Yeah.
Why?
It's a fucking soft
Salami
I can
hands?
see the salami on his fucking hands
Yeah,
right
look at
now.
this here.
They're
I switched
shot
soft
Yeah,
hands
if you
to
touch his
non-stop.
hands, they're like oily.
constantly.
When do you be
Do you want
touching
to
hands?
touch them?
When don't
Simon-
I would, but I can't go away from the mic. Come over there.
Yeah. Oh, we can't do what we were doing in Fusion.
No.
So just like
Infusion.
including. Yeah, that was a.
It was incorrect. It was.
Yeah.
And Colin McDaniel started anyway.
Yeah.
I
Colin
did not
started
say. I did
Colin
not say
started
anything.
Well, you were like having a discussion about something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could say
yeah.
that. You could say that.
I did not start
In
this.
pieces.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out who made that Minute Confessions thing?
Oh my God. No. Never found out. I always assumed it was like one of you.
So what was the story again?
Just said
Because I've never heard the full story from you.
So,
I've heard snippets from the
Literally
Darcy
out of the
show.
blue. Nobody goes on fucking Minute Confessions anymore.
Because it was
No
the
one
original
releases
Minute
anymore.
Confessions.
Yeah.
And no one, they haven't posted in like
The
fucking
OG.
months.
Yeah. No one has posted on it since.
Because Colin lost the password.
Early on in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone. I go on it one day and I'm just swiping through posts, whatever, just having a quick look, seeing if there's anything funny. And then I come across this one and it's got something about juicy lips, right?
And a crop fringe.
And at the time, I had no hair, so
Oh, it was a baldy.
it was bald. Oh fuck! I forget what it was.
It was like
Succulent.
to the
lips.
person with the most succulent lips.
And bald head.
head.
Yeah.
I remember it now.
I am in love with you or something like
Yeah,
that.
I dream about you in the
In-
lectures.
But
and-
did they mention science in it, or did they?
No,
they just said
that was
in the
when you wrote
lectures.
about me.
When I wrote about you.
Oh no, yeah, Colin wrote that one about
What
you.
I
was
wrote,
it?
I
What
wrote
was
a
it?
funny one about Sean.
And they put it up.
Yeah.
What
I think it
that?
was in the same slide as well.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
I wrote one about Sean saying,
That's why I thought it was a fucking troll.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
thought you had written it. But then
No,
you
no,
said
no.
you said Man's Life, it wasn't me, so
no,
I
yeah,
believed
my
it.
life was not me.
And then I was like, who did we think it was? We had someone that we
Sean
thought was-
handwriting.
Yeah, it could have been Sean
Did
handwriting.
you
That
ever
was a
ask him?
dodgy one.
we
No.
have. No, on nights that we have.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say?
And
No.
he's like, no, never me.
But I've never heard anyone else talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sounded like it was a joke one, like bald head and succulent lips. Who says succulent if they're actually talking about someone they like? Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that science class is pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty,
Pretty odd.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. if
There's some
Still.
absolute characters.
There's someone
Oh
out there.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Someone out there.
Did I
Fucking
told you
spastics.
about what was on the New Minute Confessions about me?
There's
Oh,
a new
what?
confessions
There was a
now.
New Minute Confessions page made, and
I
obviously I
remember.
sit in that fucking radio room like playing the guitar with the
Yeah.
window all the time. So it was someone had something like really oddly specific. It was like to the guy that does the podcast. It was like to the midget who does the
Yeah, I
podcast
remember seeing
and
that.
sits in the room playing the guitar. I'd love to like punch the head of you.
Oh, I
But
remember you
it,
said-
but it was right. We did some absolute Sherlock Holmes work with this. At the time, I hadn't advertised the podcast much. It had like 100 views, the first one. I hadn't put up posters or anything. No one knew about it,
Yeah.
except for like I could literally pin it to like 50 people. And in
Yeah,
here,
50.
there was like, but there was only like 10 people here in Minute that knew about it, that would have known. You know, like when you were just crossing it off.
yeah.
So we figured there's this fucker that he'd be like, not even a friend of a friend. He's an acquaintance of one of my friends because he's going out with one of her friends. He's going out with one of my friends' friends. So that's how they know this fucker. Man is a ponytail.
Bruh.
So like
What
Is
was
it?
it? Blonde.
ponytail. Nah.
Is it
Glasses.
juiced? Is it big juicy?
Nah. It's
Oh.
Yost?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No,
Oh.
Yost
Have you
Slingerland.
seen Jeffrey
Yo,
Dahmer?
Slingerland, yeah.
We might have to cut that out.
I like
I
it.
don't want to die. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
there's
we
a
Wait,
guy.
no,
we
now
just-
you've
does
named
that-
the name to us. Do we
We
know?
just named a lecturer now, so. Anyway.
No way.
You know him.
Yeah, I met him before in here. Remember?
He was never in here. No, not
No,
that
not
guy.
him.
Not
No,
that guy.
not
No,
him.
this is a guy that
You talk about the big fella.
literally no.
the
This is
big
a,
dog.
this is a little small guy, which I thought was the most insulting part. Was like
He
this
called
guy's
you
the
a
same
midget.
height as me, and he called me a midget. But
Yeah.
we figured it was this guy because he was the only one out of the people that I knew that knew about the podcast that had followed the page. Like, really, it was so retarded when you think about it. Like, he followed the page, liked that specific post, didn't like any other posts. I think he didn't comment. I'll tell you what we did to get back at him. But I found out from a few connections, fished around a bit, found out it basically was this guy. He never admitted to it, but I know it was this guy. So we put in a load. And I mean, like, I think we put in like 20 submissions about this guy. Like, all like, oh, saw the fucking ponytail man eating the face off his woman while crossing the road.
wait. Oh,
And
no,
Kirsten
no,
actually
I
saw
know.
this guy.
I know.
One day they were at the fucking zebra crossing and 2 cars either side were stopping. He was just like eating the face off everyone instead of crossing the road. But we said all this stuff and they posted a load of stuff. But I'm convinced that your man himself actually ran this Minute Confessions page. Because after a while he stopped putting stuff up, and then he stopped putting like our stuff up because we were submitting stuff like every day for like 2 weeks, and he stopped putting it up. And like, of course, these pages bully people all the time, so we knew it was like a personal thing. And he would comment under the post like, "Oh, I can't believe you did this to me," and like all this shit, like, and laughing emojis and like bullshit. So I am convinced it was this fucking guy.
Definitely was.
And then they stopped. That Minute Confessions shut down as well. Well, fuck these guys. Like, who the fuck are these people?
Brazil nuts.
I fucking like.
I've just whipped out
I
the
don't
Brazil nuts,
understand-
boys.
I don't
My
understand.
favourite type of nut. Actually, they're not. I love
You
pecans the most.
think
actually.
people kind of keep to themselves here, wouldn't you?
Don't listen.
Sorry?
When you think people like keep to themselves a bit in college, like,
Yeah.
like you're adults, you don't want to make a fucking fool of yourselves. Like,
Yeah.
oh Jesus, the time we did our induction day here was, I think, one of the worst things I've ever been to in my life.
Oh yeah, it was
So
bad.
many weirdos.
All I did, I just came, got my car.
Came?
Cut that out, editor. Snip it
Cut
out.
that shit out. No, I came in here. It was in the library.
Came in here.
I was sick as a fucking dog. I was literally couldn't breathe, and I didn't want to speak to anyone because then like that would ruin my first impression. So that everyone would see me and be like, "Oh, this is the little fucking sick, little dirty, gross boy." So then I came in. My ma stayed waiting in the car. So then I came in, got my card, and they were like, "Oh, you can go in there and start meeting your new classmates and all." And I was like, "Can I just leave?" And they were like, "Yeah, okay." So I just left and went home.
Nice.
You miss like the worst thing I've ever been involved in, and the worst part was the walking debates.
Yeah.
We did a walking debate, and I'll never forget, one of the questions was, is water wet? And I got asked.
Water is not wet, confirmed.
That's what all I said was, I suppose for something to be wet, it has to have like water or a liquid on it. So water being a liquid can't have a liquid on it, so it's not wet. And that's all I said. And your man was like, "Oh, you have a fair point." Moved on, grand. No one batted an eye at what I said. Comes to this next fucker. Guy gets the mic, like swallows it, and he goes, "Well, if you actually look at like the molecular structure of water, and you compare that to other liquids, and just like this bullshit." And everybody groaned in the room. It was the first time I've actually heard like an audible groan out of human beings. It was and that guy, I still hear people talk about it. I still hear people. Or the guy in the English class, first day of English, she talks about how it's a liberal arts course. It's a liberal arts because it's freedom of choice. You can pick whatever subjects you want. Guy fucking stands up in the back room. Well, actually, is it why does it have to be all left-wing politics? Literally missed the point.
Idiot.
She spent the next 2 lectures. She did up slides on how it was not left-wing politics. And the irony of the whole thing is that I fucking don't go to those English classes anymore because it's all just left-wing politics. It's shit. It was still so embarrassing for that guy. Do you see anyone like that was just like irredeemable?
Yeah, there's a fella that he's a social worker in Dublin, and he wears work trousers and rubs mud in them, and then walks around campus like he's an apprentice, but he's actually in our course, and he
Acting like he fucking actually works.
and he's a social worker for homeless people. Still a tough job, but he rubs mud into Snickers.
So he's
Actually, not Snickers, Dunlop.
Oh, that's way worse.
I see like that. I used to see guys going into the plaza at home though, like these fake farmers with like that spotless clean work trousers though, and spotless boots. Even my boots from just working in the petrol station are all scuffed and mucky from like walking out the back and stuff. And these guys coming in with spotless Timberlands, just I don't know.
They got the Tims on.
Tim Sherwood.
Who's Tim Sherwood?
Who is that?
No idea.
Golfer.
Never
Beautiful.
heard of him. No, he's not a golfer. I know my golf.
Did you watch the golf?
Oh yeah, I watched it with my dad.
Did you see Spieth and
Jordan.
What was it? Faulkner or something?
Oh, yeah, it was Jordan Spieth and
Brooks
That-
Koepka.
I actually can't think.
No, it was a British guy.
Oh, I know what
It
you're
was
talking
some
about.
American tournament. Just there, like, because my brother was watching it at home and I watched it, and Spieth like fumbled the last 2.
Oh, he
Spieth
did.
fumbled like an easy
He dropped
putt.
and your man.
The Spanish fella
No, it was a British guy.
that won the Masters.
No, not that won the Masters. This was just it was just fucking, it was class golf anyway. This guy was playing Spieth. It's just embarrassing.
Oh.
Poor man, felt bad.
Did you see the snooker?
the contact
did you see
along.
my Instagram story?
I don't know.
And it was like parents when they find out the gender of their baby.
Oh, yeah,
is
your man John
Protestant.
Ram won.
Oh yeah, and it's orange.
Protestant, and he throws
John
the
Ram,
orange
John
dust
Ram.
up. Where do these fucking protesters come from?
Minute.
And in your ivory tower.
What does it achieve?
They were at the protest for the levy.
Yeah.
We were at the ball.
It makes all the rich people that already have power feel more powerful and just fucking
Doesn't it?
laugh all the little fucking dopes.
Did you ever hear the where the origin of the term carbon footprint came from?
No.
Yeah, big companies trying to make normal people reduce how much carbon they use, so then they can produce like the
More
same
carbon,
amount
yeah.
or more carbon, and like their country will still be below the fucking.
It was a big
The amount-
oil.
I never knew that. Actually.
Big oil.
Because if
I
everyone was producing load and they're producing load, then the country would have to like start imposing taxes and stuff because they're producing too much. So big companies like, yeah.
They were trying to make it look like it was a personal, like it's your job to stop
Yeah.
climate change. Which it just isn't at all. So what was the story your man was the scientist Sean told you about lag and cement about the concrete factory?
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, that fell on the train.
You went from RCSI. What a kid. He wasn't a kid at all. But about the croquet. Pretty much said we're all fucked because we breathe in the
Plastics.
whatever's in the air from lag and cement. No, he said lag and cement would be worse than plastics.
What do
Cement?
they burn?
Yeah.
They just burn solid fuels like like coal.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Fossil fuels and all that.
yeah, like how? What is that? What
Yeah,
is that place
nowadays,
burn? You should see
we're
this
all
place.
fucked.
It's this massive, like
There's a chimney.
massive chimney, like the tallest thing. I'd say it's probably taller than. It's,
Spire.
it's bigger than the Spire.
It's
Yeah.
just regular turf and beat.
We can't get briquettes anymore. Board Demona,
Really?
bang, gone.
Oh
Don't do
yeah,
briquettes.
I heard about that actually.
Yeah, we only get these.
See,
like,
Biden from
shitty
Poland,
German
right,
ones.
takes more fucking carbon to get them here because they put them on fucking
The
planes
irony,
and ships and shit. So clapped.
Did you see, like, I think it was a Taylor Swift, and we're gonna definitely have Taylor Swift fans absolutely molesting me because one of her plane trips was the equivalent of like all her equipment, you know, on planes to any of these
Yeah.
concerts was the equivalent of the carbon emissions of a person in their entire life. Like one person's carbon emissions for
Oh.
their entire life was one of these trips with all her like crew and, you know, microphones and lights and all this stuff. Oh, crazy.
But you're not gonna get an electric powered airplane anyway, so.
Yeah,
After
true.
what?
Maybe in future when batteries get like super duper powered or something.
Yeah, then it'd be so heavy you just won't be able to get a lift on the plane.
Like, what's the
Maybe we can make them even lighter. Who knows?
You'd wonder when it'll stop. Like, when does it get to the point of like, because you'll get so far, you know, technology will advance so far if we don't blow each other up in that time, that like you'd think it'll probably have to regress. It'll probably start going backwards because it
Maybe.
can't
No.
say like something can't peak
No,
and
because
stay on top for like ever.
No.
like 300 years ago, there was people like fucking dashing to with swords and shit. And instead, there's like literally no technology now. There'll be far more, maybe forever happens. It'll be thousands of years.
Yeah.
But did you see like
I love how this has turned into a big mukbang.
mukbang and
It's
stuff?
a fucking
Yeah,
Brazilian nuts.
none of you know, but we're all fucking scranning Brazil nuts right now, and they're nice and squeaky in our mouths.
Sean
Hopefully you
has
enjoyed
about
that
7 nuts in
ASMR right
his
there.
fucking mouth.
And they're my nuts, just so you
I
know,
thought you were saying it
boys.
was like a mukbang. of
Everyone here that
conversation
ate a
topics,
Brazil
not-
nut,
not really
You have to
Brazil.
buy me a packet of Brazil nuts.
Did you ever think that like a century ago the first plane flew? And it's since World War II that technology has absolutely boomed. And the horrible thing is that like if that conflict hadn't happened, sure, computers came from World War II. Computers came
Yeah.
from World War II.
Maybe we
And it was
wouldn't
even
be as
Nazis
advanced.
like working in NASA that built the Saturn V rocket. Werner von Braun, the Nazi, built the Saturn V rocket that put Neil Armstrong on the moon. That's where sunglasses come from, because
Yeah.
they used the shades.
Yeah.
Like and microchips. That's where they built microchips so they could have less weight on the rock, because they didn't really need to have less weight on microchips until they started doing stuff like that. So that's kind of. I think it eventually would have happened, but it wouldn't have happened for maybe another 100 years. Because you think how backwards it was, like from the 1800s backwards, like Napoleon. Napoleon was the 1700s. That is not long ago. Like,
Yeah, that's what I always think as well.
That is not long ago at all.
I think it'd be the same with technology. You know, after the pyramids of Giza were built, the first stable modern structure that was taller than the pyramids of Giza was the Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Did
crazy.
you ever hear the thing that the Egyptian empire was so long lasting that
Yeah.
there was archaeology? There was ancient Egyptian archaeologists. So there was ancient Egyptian archaeologists.
Yeah.
So like like archaeologists in Egypt, in the same empire, 200 years later, were digging up pyramids.
So one of the
That is-
Egyptian queens, what was her name? And she's
Cleopatra.
closer. Cleopatra's closer to us than she is to like.
The construction of the pyramid.
Yeah.
that
Those
is mad.
freak
That is
me out.
mad.
Have you ever seen the Joe Rogan clips on like the pyramids?
Yeah, I've
That
seen
is
them.
freaky.
I've seen them. Yeah.
Some of that stuff is so scary. You know, they don't even think there was. I don't think there was ever a pharaoh found in any of the pyramids.
Serious.
So they actually weren't. In the way they're like other tombs for the pharaohs.
Yeah.
There was no pharaohs found in any of the, and all of the structures are so like intricate. They
Yeah.
can't even get into half them.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
Apparently,
don't know what's in them.
apparently they weren't even for like tombs, and that like before, earlier on in the empire they were used for something else, but then they started using them as tombs. But they could have been used for something else before that we don't know of.
Yeah, because all the tombs, like anywhere they found bodies and shit, was like near the outsides where they can actually get in.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and you think like with the technology we'd have nowadays, you just get into it.
Or
Yeah.
just like X-ray through the whole fucking thing.
They can't look in,
Yeah.
and it's really scary. It's scary because there's pyramids in South America, there's pyramids in Asia, and places in sure Egypt's in Africa, but I know there's that's not too far. But still, it's weird that like none of these civilizations that ever met, yet bang, they're all building the exact same stuff.
Yeah.
So if you look at like Renaissance architecture, it's like Roman or Italian architecture is obviously so different to British architecture, and like even I don't know, like French architecture, they're all different. Like modern day architecture,
Yeah.
how are these ancient guys building the exact same things in the most intricate ways? Like if any of these builds were a few inches off, they wouldn't have like aligned or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like it boggles the mind.
Yeah.
Fucking boggles the mind. Aliens.
The way they got the fit is just, if anyone did anything wrong, they just got fucking lashed till they were dead.
Oh
Yeah. I mean, they had enough people to do that, so.
Do you see tears how they moved the rocks?
with
Like
the water.
they had to do like
Yeah.
sound vibration, like fucking didgeridoo looking jokes and everything, and like
What?
they,
Really? I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
they like made dams and like pushed
I
rocks
saw
in
the-
and
I saw, like,
like
canals.
pulled
Seen,
it
like-
underwater.
Yeah. Like carts and pulleys and all, and that's the usual
Yeah,
stuff.
they used sound to lift up rocks off the fucking ground. It's mad.
Oh, my battery's nearly gone. I have to plug in my
Laptop.
They're
Yeah.
like,
Simon is a film.
scary.
I actually have a
Nightmare.
I actually have a didgeridoo at home.
Really? I'm so good at playing the
is that the
didgeridoo.
one that Dermot burst his face on?
No, that was just a fucking PVC pipe.
But yeah, everyone knows about ChatGPT and all, but soon enough, AI is going to become. Stop laughing at me.
Everyone's job.
AI is going to become so like advanced. It's eventually going to become smarter than us. That's a fact. Are we?
Oh, I think we're actually still. Yeah. Oh my God! It just picked up from it again.
I think
Oh,
I had
shit,
the
we're so
grace
whacked off.
period of when.
I think I'll just close this one to save. Okay, so this is where we end because the audio cuts out here. Unfortunately, laptop died on me. What can you do? Absolutely nothing. I didn't plug it in time. You can hear the panic in the end. So we're at what, 37 minutes now? Make up the difference. We've never before seen footage. Never before seen footage with Becca O'Connor, Colin McDaniel, me, and Kirsten. So that's going to make up the rest of it. So enjoy that. Let's just start playing right now. Start the music back up. Turn on, editor, turn the music on. Turn it back on. What episode of the Hear No Evil podcast is this now? Are we back? Hi folks, hello. We're back on the, this is episode number, I've lost track of the episodes.
In a new location.
In a new location. Kirsten's here tapping me on the shoulder because she drew on the table. We're in a new location. I've gotten the 2 hours. I've been exaggerating that. It didn't even take me 2 hours to set this up. It was like 10 minutes. But I'm like, oh, it took me 2 hours to set up the radio room because it sounds so much better. So, what was your idea for this podcast, Becca?
General knowledge questions.
General knowledge. Like,
Ooh.
are we the fucking Chase? Like, what
Yeah.
do you mean? How about... Okay, Becca, if I asked you what year the Titanic sank, you would say...
I have no idea. Not them sort of general knowledge.
That is general
That is
knowledge.
general knowledge.
Okay, what's the answer?
19.
Bring the microphone closer to your face. What do you do?
19.
Do you want me to...
10th of April.
10th of April.
It was
1911, was it?
12.
1912.
Name the antagonist in Shakespearean play Othello.
Iago.
Othello.
Iago.
Iago.
We did Iago. No, you
I
were...
didn't do Iago.
Yeah, you're a year behind us, Colin. We actually didn't do
You did
introductions.
Macbeth.
We should do
I
introductions.
did The Tempest.
I like that one, actually. That one's weird.
It is.
That's a weird one. We should do introductions. Well, you know...
Iago. Yeah.
I'm Simon. Well, you know me. We have Becca's back on.
Yep.
Say hi, Becca.
Hi guys.
We have Kirsten's back on again, co-host. Colin, you're new.
I am.
Colin McDaniels.
McDaniels.
McDaniel.
McDaniel.
Sorry.
No,
It's all good.
Oh, we have to scrap this now. No, but it's good to have you on, Colin, because we were going to. We were always meant to have you on the podcast, and we never did.
It's been in the making.
It's been a time.
It has.
So I was talking to Darcy about this. I was thinking of doing an episode where we talk about stuff that we can't talk about on a podcast, and then we try and beep everything out, because if we keep going and we keep saying stuff that you can't say on a podcast, well, we do a podcast, so you won't be able to say it.
What?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That did you get that? So
How many times did England win the World Cup?
did you ever hear about 9/11?
4. Once.
No.
No. 9/11 was this thing that happened in America.
We're not allowed to talk about this on radio.
Beep.
Beep.
Oh, fuck this. What are we even like? What are we talking about?
We're doing
What,
general
really?
knowledge.
But what is general knowledge?
Right. Name all the 52 states of America
Oh,
Hawaii.
fuck off, I'm not doing
in
that.
alphabetical order.
This is dumb.
I can do it.
Do it.
Actually, she can do this. She showed us this the other day. Do it.
Secret
Okay.
talent.
Back all 52 American states.
Yeah.
Is this in alphabetical order?
Let's go.
Okay, so there is
Yes.
Alaska.
Are you gonna be this slow?
Yeah.
Like for the whole thing?
Yeah. Give me a letter, I will.
A.
Z.
Z. There's none with Z.
K.
And
Kentucky.
yeah, and Kansas. It's only 2.
Hawaii.
It's H.
You need to start with a K. No, I actually had a lot of people have been asking us where the podcast has been. Well, they haven't been asking
I
me,
know
they've
the
been asking
number
me.
of high.
Go
People have
on.
been asking us where the podcast has been.
3.14159.
I've had people come up to me on nights out and be like, "Are you getting the podcast back up and going?" I keep saying no.
No.
I think if anyone's actually looked at the Instagram official page,
Before Christmas. that's-
last Christmas was the last one, but every so often I'll stick up "coming soon" and then just say "psych" because we had no intentions of doing another episode, but
Here we are.
here we
Yeah,
are.
again.
Most invigorating podcast. Is this just an audio test?
No.
Yeah.
This is just
Sure.
an audio test. Give me a pull of that. Give me that. We should probably get a camera. Did you look at the Christmas special?
I did not know.
No. Did you look at the Christmas special, Becca?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Christmas special? I thought the Christmas
Unreal.
special was funny.
I wasn't
Who
in.
was on the Christmas special?
Darcy and me.
Just 2 of them.
And Darcy didn't want to be on camera, so it's just me looking at the camera for 10 minutes. Darcy's probably not even. You can't even hear him for most of it
No.
because he's like the audio. It picks it up so badly. Yeah.
Right, we better go.
What year did coronavirus start?
This is I thought this was supposed to be like this is supposed to be
2019.
funny.
2018.
Let's play Would You Rather.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'll start off.
Okay, who are you asking?
All of
This
them.
is
just
a
asking
general
you.
question for everyone.
Right.
Would you rather walk in on your dad fucking your dog or your dog fucking your dad?
Oh. The dog.
Yeah, dog.
I'd have to go for option A because
No, B.
What?
B. Well, like
Well, at least it wouldn't be as bad if the dog initiated.
yeah, well, like yeah. Did the dog bring him out for dinner first, or was it?
Is this still an audio test?
That's a good. Yeah, that's a
I have a question.
Fully sober, by the way.
funny
Like,
feeling.
your dad is
awake.
awake. He is conscious.
Is he consenting?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
bestiality.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. So yeah.
Right, my question next. Would you rather toes as nipples or nipples as toes?
What the fuck, Becca? Like, where?
Well, imagine stubbing
This
your
man
nipple.
pulls out the magnum opus of would you rather questions, and I would love to walk around in a pair of nipples.
Yeah, but you'd
You
stub
wouldn't
your
be able to
nipple then.
walk. You need your toes.
I
Yeah,
suppose.
well,
I'd rather have toes
5%.
coming out like
You couldn't wear a nice shirt then. Like,
Yeah, but
or you're gonna
imagine- imagine,
they
like,
think you're freezing
Do
all the
you
time.
stub your toe off your bed, but you'd stub your nipple instead then?
Yeah, lads don't have that issue, Becca.
You
Would
don't
you
stub
believe?
your toe. What?
I've never hit my nipple off something and been like, yeah, this is really painful, because it's not painful. I feel like that's a girl thing.
But are they nipple-sized toes
Are they toe-sized nipples?
or toe-sized nipples?
Both.
Well, then if they're toe-sized nipples, then you can walk.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So
But that's fine, yeah.
that's fine. I wouldn't see an issue with that.
Okay, you're go.
I actually saw one the other day, and it got ripped open. It got ripped apart on Instagram because someone was like, "Would you rather have the ability to look 10 years in the future or 10 years in the past?" And they were all like, "You fucking retard! What? So just reading a history book, like what? Looking 10 years? Can you remember 10 years in the past?" I don't remember what I had for breakfast, so no.
I went to Portugal. I'd like to do that again.
Do you have a would you rather question, Kirsten?
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Would you rather team up with...
The Rock.
No. Would you rather team up with the Hulk or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
This is so retarded. What are we... Why Spider... Why... Elaborate on that then, Becca, if you're
Because
going along
when
with
he's
it.
not Spider-Man, he's Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's the shit as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I
he's
don't care if
actually
that's a
so
hot
No,
topic.
it is. He is.
He's the shit as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
Andrew
know,
Garfield is
yeah.
the best Spider-Man in the
Yeah,
worst
but
Spider-Man
I'm just saying
movies.
Tom Holland in general.
Why? I love Tom Holland. Don't
I
get me
like
wrong,
him.
but he's like a child.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Do you have something you want to
It's
admit,
just my
Becca?
opinion.
Do
Yeah,
you
he's
wanna
my
so-
celebrity crush.
He's your celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Do you have a celebrity crush, Colin?
I've had a few.
It's evolved. Has it?
It
Yeah.
has.
You know the girl in No Strings Attached?
No.
I've
No.
never heard that movie.
What?
before in my life. You know,
Do you know the girl in the 1953
I used
adaptation of Where the Wind
Wonder
Is Gone?
Woman.
Let me just make up. Wonder Woman.
I used to love the Maze Runner movies back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Solely based on
No,
The
that's-
one girl.
You're talking about
Kaya
the wrong movie.
Scodelario or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Wasn't she in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean
She
films?
was.
Yes.
Yeah. I love Avril Lavigne. You know Avril Lavigne?
Skater girl.
Skater girl. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about.
I
the
don't
wrong-
even like skating, and I could never get that knack of it. But Avril Lavigne is just funny.
Dua Lipa.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Very gorgeous woman.
I for some reason sat down and watched a video.
This
It just popped up
girl.
on Instagram. She's your. Oh, that's fucking. I know her. That's was she. Yeah, I was actually watching a bit of Friends with Benefits the other day. You
Yeah,
know
that's
that film?
the movie I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That's Connor's celebrity crush. I don't look anything
Yeah.
like her.
Mila
Mila
she's-
Kunis. Yeah,
Mm.
she's pretty good looking. Ryan Gosling. Yeah, smash.
Smash.
I just want him to look at me awkwardly. I don't like Ryan Reynolds anymore. Gone off him.
Yeah,
Not
no.
a fan.
He was really popular and then he's just.
I
died
think
off
he
a lot.
like, because Ryan Gosling hates all the attention, which makes it funnier.
Mm.
Whereas Ryan Reynolds kind of went with it, and I don't like it anymore.
Mm.
I used to think it was funny when he used to like gloat about being sexiest man of the year, you know, in the magazine.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, I don't know. Celebrities are strange. I think it's taken such a turn nowadays that I couldn't really give it.
Everyone's a celebrity.
Everyone's a celebrity. Everyone that owns a
Paul
TikTok
Mescal.
account. Paul Mescal,
Those cat shorts.
the guy shorts.
The chain.
Mm. I have two lovely questions here.
What shape
Yes. Oh, you
Shane
looked. You looked.
Harris.
We
Are we
probably
ready?
should have looked them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Are these
Would you-
appropriate?
Yes, of course they
Are
are.
they- are
They're
they
not going to get
appropriate?
bleeped out. I swear.
He was just talking about his dad shagging a dog, and
Beep,
now
beep,
you
beep,
say
beep, beep. No, these are normal ones. Alright.
Yeah.
Would you rather live in a world where you have to dance instead of walk, or in a world where you would have to sing instead of talk?
Dance instead of walk.
I love dancing.
I think singing instead of talking would be funny. It would probably get
Because I
old.
can't sing.
I'm terrible at singing.
Sing a song of a song there.
I can see that little. You're not talking loud enough.
Yes, I am.
Now you are, but you weren't the second ago.
Oh,
Sing is
Yeah,
something.
because I was looking at you.
She was
Okay, right,
whispering.
next
while she was
question.
talking. Alright.
Sing. Yeah, 1 second. I'll sing you something right now. Just 1 second. I'm warming up my voice. Let me put on a bit of background music.
It's a girl text you back on Tinder.
I'm gonna cut that out. That's me singing. That's me singing right now. I'm not talking over it.
Wow.
Have you heard? Is it Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy singing that.
Singing that. It's
Yeah,
great. It's
well,
great.
like, it's crazy.
Right, next question.
Nothing's even happened.
Alright.
Has anything happened since the last podcast?
No.
Doubt it.
I got a car.
You got a car, yeah.
Oh yeah, I passed my test
core.
since the last one.
I still can't drive.
No, it's too expensive.
It is.
It's too expensive. I'm actually saving up for a video camera at the minute. Like a film
Saving
camera.
for a new car.
Are you?
Yeah, for after Christmas.
It's too expensive.
It's way too.
So
It's too expensive. I don't need a car. We have the very reliable 115 that has never dicked us over at all.
Commuter train that goes from Minute to
Your bedroom
yeah, literally
pulls up in the hall.
pulls up right beside it. It's great. I love it. So, would you rather
No.
eat a wet loaf of bread or drink? Wait for it. Drink.
A wet loaf of bread.
A wet loaf, yeah. No, drink. What was it? Beetlejuice.
Ew.
Like the
Crush
guy,
your Beatles.
like the
No,
guy,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
from the movie. That's a bit homoerotic. I don't know if I'd drink Beetlejuice. Both. Give them to me both. You know,
Same
they
time.
give God gives his toughest challenges. His toughest challenge is falling asleep on time to his strongest warriors. Me getting up for work at 9 a.m. You're working in spoons. Colin, you told us some stories about working in spoons.
I have.
How's your drink going? Colin came up with a drink.
I did.
How's that? Have you submitted it?
I did. They never got back to me. Probably.
Never got back to you.
They did, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll let you know what we do with it."
Yeah, this
Never
won't.
mind.
This
What is
isn't
the
going
drink?
in a bin.
I made a second drink.
You
What
made
is
it-
the drink?
oh,
What's
like
the
recently?
first drink?
First drink was Chambord and watermelon liqueur.
What's
The-
Chambord?
It's like a black currenty kind of liqueur.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
and liqueur has what is it? Just alcohol and it's just
It's like
sugary
sugar and
alcohol.
alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
It's alcohol with flavour, basically.
Can you draw on my wallet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
sure. Just don't draw a
It's gonna
swastika or anything,
ruin.
please. Actually, there's Have you heard? Have you ever seen the guy with the Soviet Union tattoo?
Yeah.
No, nor do I want to.
Okay, so you know what the Soviet Union
Oh,
is? Stalin
yeah.
starved millions of people. Actually killed more people than
Yeah,
the
they did.
fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, I was talking to him the other day. I won't say who he is, I won't say where I know him, but he had a pulls up his sleeve and he had like the communist like hammer and sickle Soviet Union tattoo, and it's like, oh Jesus, man. He was like, I'm not a capitalist, and I just thought that was in really poor taste.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Why
it's people don't realize
it's on the same level as having a swastika.
It's arguably worse as well.
Arguably
It's
worse.
like, thank you, Becca, for drawing on my wallet.
Should have said J.K. Jude.
Jude, it's my middle name.
I don't have a middle name.
See, not
It's
many
Judas.
people know.
That about the Soviets.
Yeah, as
They did
much.
some fucking. It's because for years, and we actually did this in history. Do you know when they were trying to do history on the Vikings, the Russians wouldn't give over all their archaeological finds? So it's only when the Soviet Union ended in 1991 that they realized, oh, we actually have loads of info on the Vikings. They just never talked to each other because there was such a divide. But that's why we don't know. Obviously, when Germany was invaded, they were like, yeah, we know everything that went on. We found the concentration camps. We have only found out about the Russian stuff like recently, like not that long ago. Maybe like, I don't want to say just in the last 20 years, but like a lot of it has come out in the last 20 years. So I just thought it was just dumb. It was like on his fucking arm. It's like every time he's going swimming, it's like, oh, hey mom, what's that tattoo that man has? Don't look at him. Don't look at him. He'll have you killed. So poor fun. Do you know Becca doesn't have a middle name?
What?
Yeah, it took mom and dad like 7 weeks to pick my actual name. My actual name. So.
And you picked Becca.
Rebecca.
Just Becca.
Does anyone call you Rebecca?
Yeah, dad. And my granny. And then teachers, I suppose, or whatever.
What's your O'Connor? Yeah, sorry.
Rebecca O'Connor.
Do you know Becca's boyfriend's name is Connor? And her last name is O'Connor. So if they get married, it'll be
Connor O'Connor.
Connor
He
O'Connor.
takes my name.
You'll take her name. I've already made that joke.
Take your second name.
Yes.
Keep a man relationship.
Yeah, obviously.
Becca wears the trousers. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Will you get in trouble for saying that?
I'd say
I'm
no.
punching.
You will get.
No, I'm
You're
not.
getting in trouble.
No,
You
he's
can't.
punching. I said that's the wrong way around.
He's punching.
Yeah.
He's
Is that the other way around?
domestic abuse. What?
He's
Stick it.
swinging.
Stick a trigger warning right now. I'm afraid. What can you say in a podcast? And what can't you say?
Can't say.
It's the same stuff that you can and can't say, like live stream anywhere, like on telly. Everything's sensitive.
Like, hey, let's go get tattoos of the Soviet Union on our arms.
Like 9/11.
9/11. Bro, I can't believe that actually happened, man. Like, were they just not looking where they were flying? Like, how do you do it twice?
You are-
Planned.
The once is okay.
It was planned.
Yeah.
Why would you plan to fly to a building? Becca, you wouldn't be able to go on
There's
another
no
flight.
landing strip on the top.
Or is this some sort of newfangled idea? Let's land a building on a plane. Let's land a building on a plane. Oh my god. the towers are fighting back.
The other tower felt like left out. Or like.
He was like,
It's
hey,
random.
get me a plane. Get me a plane right now. No, but that's horrible. Like, really no
It's totally
Where would
off.
no laughing
Yeah,
matter.
we'll head to-
You both have to go to physics.
Yeah. We're the same tutorial.
This can be like a sneak peek
Unfortunately.
at the next episode.
Of
This can be
9/11.
episode 4.5.
Yeah.
So this is
I have one more question before we go.
Okay.
Would you rather know how you die or when you die?
How?
How?
how.
Mm.
Because I think
Because
it's
then you'd be careful of what you do.
no, you're like
No,
you're still
you
gonna
aren't.
die.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
you'd be looking, or you'd be counting down the days and
Yeah.
everything. Like that'd be horrible.
Yeah. It's like when I go to work. I'm like, it works at 12 o'clock, and I'm like, hey, I'm not getting up any earlier because I'm just waiting for work all day.
I work at
Yeah, but
6.
then like knowing how you die, like you'll just avoid so many things.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
That's
what I
actually a good,
said.
like, because I suppose you wouldn't know. Someone says you're gonna die in a car crash. You could die in a car crash
I
when
would
you're
not get
90
in a car again.
and your wheelchair rolls out into the motorway. or I could
Or-
walk into the hall right now and get hit by a car.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get hit by a car in the hall.
but like you'll avoid cancer your whole life in the same size.
Becca.
That's the only thing.
You'd avoid cars your whole life.
Yeah. You would though.
The wheelchairs have brakes.
Yeah.
No, like when you go, when you're gone.
No, they have a brake on the back of it that you can put on.
If you were in a wheelchair, I'd release the
I mean,
brakes
some of
the
them
whole time.
Becca, you were in a wheelchair for 3 years, weren't you?
Really?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck you. Why didn't you just go along with it?
But Simon was.
I was in a wheelchair the last. We can't say these jokes.
I pushed him around
You know
school
what the
for
hardest-
the last 2 years.
You
That's
know what
why
the
I
hardest
moved
part
to
about eating a
Rutcher Bridge.
vegetable is?
What?
The wheelchair.
What?
I'm gonna
You
have to.
horrible
I'm
bastard.
gonna have to
Vegetable?
cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a vegetated state, can't we?
Have you never heard that joke before?
No.
Do you have any bad jokes, Colin?
Simon, you have loads.
Yeah, but I don't want someone to throw a rock through my window after, like, the 10 people that listen to this. One of them is just gonna be like,
One of them
grr,
will be me.
grr, grr. Did you just slag me because I'm a straight white man? Grr.
If I say any of my jokes,
Cancelled. Do you have any edgy jokes, Becca?
I have no jokes at all.
Very serious woman.
I know.
Very serious. No. Very serious woman.
I am very serious.
I am. Do you know what I did the other day? I walked home
Yeah, I know.
from Mullingar, 13 kilometers in the dark and in the rain. Never again.
I'd never do that.
Yeah, and it was like so drunk that it was a good idea until we were about 3 kilometers in, and then it wasn't a good idea. But we were on the canal. What are you gonna do? Get a
Train.
I did.
get a plane. I'll dress up like a I'll dress up like a building on the canal and they'll come pick me up.
I did something like that before.
When?
Not a
Like a
plane.
year ago.
In a building.
Did a 9/11. What?
No,
Are you still alive?
I walked home from a night out by the canal.
Yeah.
I was
In
in
Dublin?
Hillsborough, yeah.
You are a psychopath.
I know. I couldn't get a taxi, so I said, fuck it, I'll walk. What's the
Yeah.
quickest way to walk? And I was by the canal. My house is by the canal, but like
Oh yeah.
an hour and a half walk down that canal. So I ended up walking an hour-ish and then got to Castleknock and ended up getting a taxi from Castleknock.
It's like, it seems like such a good idea until you do it. It's like, wow, I'm gonna save. It's €60 for a taxi home from Mullingar to Kinnead.
What?
€60. Like, put that into context. I spent €50. I spent €60 on like drink and getting into Mojos and stuff, getting into the nightclub and everything the other night, and I thought that was a lot of money. Imagine getting a taxi home, which is another 60 on top of that.
I got a taxi to Clare before and it was 50.
But they're just weird. Like, they're just.
It depends what time you go in, and they take advantage of you when you have a few drinks.
I'm just surprised they don't run. I think the bus home from here, the bus home from Maynooth, there's a 115 that goes at 2 a.m.
It cost me €10.
I think it's just Mullingar is such a busy spot that they're like, we can skin people.
Yeah.
We can put them in the back of the van and like take their skin off and sell it.
Right, guys, we have to say bye. Bye.
Is this the end? Okay, well, folks, keep an eye out for another episode of the podcast. That
Yeah, the other half of it.
this is like a teaser. This is like a teaser for the next a taser for the next 3 months, 3
Are you
years.
coming home with me?
Am I going home with you?
Yeah.
You're coming home.
Here.
All right, Colin, Becca,
Bye.
see you later.
You're such a cute couple.
We're still recording. Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, are you coming home with me?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
What time are you going? 3?
Now.
Now?
It's 3 now.
It's 2 now. I have my watch set wrong. It's 3 now. Alright, folks, let's see you later. We're going to end it there.
But April Fools!
This is
This
this
isn't
isn't
a
our podcast. Okay. Okay, bye.
We're leaving now.
Cheers.
Bye.
God, no one's listening to this.